Hey guys, it's Sarah, and I'm here today to do a different kind of tag, and this is the anything but books tag. So it's just a bunch of questions that don't have anything to do with books. It's just about some other things I enjoy or some little quirks about me, and I thought it was cute. I originally saw this on Joss's channel, which is called Squibbles Reads, so I'll leave her channel link down below, and then I will also link the original tag video down below, so if you guys want to go check that out, that would be awesome. But I had a friend actually send me a message and said, you need to do this, and I said, okay, so I'm doing it. Question number one is, what is a cartoon that you love? And I remember when I was a kid, the two biggest cartoons I think that I was like, in front of the TV when they were on was Smurfs, like the original Smurfs, and Jem. Do you guys remember Jem? They actually did a movie remake of it and it was terrible. I didn't even see all of it. I saw like little clips and I was like, no. But like Jem and the Holograms, where she was a rock star, but not really, and she had like these earrings, and it was really, I don't know, I was obsessed with it. I absolutely loved that show. And then today, I don't really know. I mean, honestly, the only cartoons I watch are whatever my kids are watching. And yeah, that's kind of it. We don't watch like cartoony shows. My husband and I don't. We don't watch like Family Guy or Simpsons or anything like that. Question number two is your favorite song right now. That one's kind of hard. I like a lot of different songs, I guess. I'm still listening to Hamilton. I keep talking about that, but I still every so often will listen to Hamilton. But I have actually really been enjoying the Trolls soundtrack from the movie The Trolls. It was really good. Justin Timberlake produced it. It was fantastic. My kids love it too, obviously, so I'm really glad they do. It's a good excuse to kind of put it on, but all the songs on there are really, really good. So I would probably say the Trolls soundtrack is what I'm enjoying right now. Question number three is, what is something you can do for hours and hours? And that for me is scrapbooking. I have another YouTube channel that is for scrapbooking, and so I make projects on there and talk about scrappy stuff and all that, and I just really enjoy it. I'm really passionate about it, and it's documenting my family's memories in a really creative way, and it really fills me up. And I could literally drop my kids off at school, come home, and just scrapbook the entire time that they're gone. I have done that before. I'm not in a position now where I have the luxury of doing that, but that is something that I could just do for hours and hours and just be completely happy. Number four is, what is something you love to do that your subscribers might be surprised by? I think maybe watch football. Maybe. I love football, college football. It has to be college. I'm not a big NFL fan. I'll watch the Super Bowl, but that's about it. But college football, I am a Georgia Bulldogs girl all the way. Both my parents went to Georgia, and I grew up watching the games, and it really stuck with me. And today, me and my husband, who's never lived in Georgia, we are huge fans, and we watch every single week and cheer and all that. I have a Georgia scrapbook, like I have a Georgia football scrapbook that I'm making. I've met some people from the team, so I would say Saturdays during football season in my house, it gets a little crazy, and that might surprise some people. Number five is, what is your favorite unnecessarily specific thing to learn about? That's kind of a strangely worded question, but I don't know about learning, but one of my favorite things to watch on YouTube is makeup decluttering videos. And I don't know why. I think any decluttering video, really, I just love to watch people get rid of stuff, and I don't really know why. Maybe because I'm pretty good at getting rid of things. Our house is not overly cluttered, and we're really good about kind of keeping that under control and going through things when we need to go through things. So when I see other people do it, I guess it makes me happy. But there was one girl that I really like to watch on YouTube, and her name is Jessica Braun. She has a makeup channel, and I don't watch all of her videos, like the tutorials and stuff, because I don't wear makeup very often, but I do really like her decluttering videos, and she does quite a bit. She goes through her stuff quite often and gets rid of things, so I really like to watch those. I guess it's kind of a guilty pleasure. I'll leave her channel down below if you want to check her out. Number six is, what is something unusual that you know how to do? I can tie a cherry stem with my tongue. I don't have any cherries right now, so I can't do it, but oh, I can make a worm with my tongue. Let me see if I can do it. Isn't that weird? I can do that. My husband has tried so long to try to do that, and he can't do it. So Yeah, I can do that. Question number 7 is name something that you've made in the past year and show it. I do have something. It's hanging on my wall, so let me go get it. Okay, so in our town, we have a woman here who has her own business where she does kind of the guided painting thing. So you can go and you can paint a canvas and she kind of shows you the steps on how to do it. And my best friend and I one night went and did one because it was 2 of our favorite things, which are books and coffee. So we went and I painted this. It was a lot of fun. I could not have done this on my own. I have to be guided, most definitely. Like I can scrapbook and do things like that, but drawing and painting and stuff, I'm not very good at that unless I see it where I can copy it, then I can do it. But yeah, I like this one a lot. It's hanging in my dining room, and books and coffee are definitely 2 of my favorite things. Question number 8 is what is your most recent personal project that you have either completed or you're working on? And for me, that is my Bible journaling. So Bible journaling is something that has come about probably in the past couple of years and it's become pretty popular. And it's also a little bit controversial. So this kind of Bible journaling includes like really putting stuff in your Bible. So I'll show you a couple of examples here on what I've done. Now this Bible is personally only for my Bible journaling and doing this kind of thing. And so it's kind of like an art piece versus something I take to my Bible study and I work out of, or that I take to church and I read from. This is specifically for this purpose. So I don't feel like, marking it up and putting stickers and, things like that in here is a big deal. Some people don't like it, but that, it's personal preference. I personally really enjoy it and it gets me in the Word more often, which I think is probably everyone's goal. But for example, I did this one in the very beginning of Genesis and I colored the globe there and with the sunbeams and put the stickers in and everything. So I did that with colored pencils. Some people actually paint in their Bibles. I'm not brave enough to do that. So that's not something I'm going to be doing, but I have been enjoying working in it. And then this one right here is, I did this part right here and talks about raising your children in the Word of God. And then yesterday, actually, Layla wanted to work in it because I was doing something different in my Bible. And then she said, can I do something? So I gave her this page, which is opposite of where I'm talking about my children. And I let her draw and color in here, and I think it's fantastic that she has something in here now too. So this is the whole point. The whole point is to, cover the words, do this stuff, reflect on whatever's on that page, on what's been touching your heart in a creative way. Like I said, it's not for everybody. It really isn't, and I totally get that. So please don't take any offense if this is not something that you agree with or would be interested in. That's totally fine. But this is just something that personally I really have been enjoying and I want to continue, and I've been working on it periodically. I've been working on it a lot more. This is another one that I did about being grounded in your faith and, not turning towards arrogance and stuff. So I drew that tree. Then over here I talked about when a lot of the riots on the police officers were happening. I did something about that in here. So I included a police badge printout and put that on there. So just kind of stuff, that is really speaking to me at the time and things that I want to make sure I can reflect on and remember, just kind of stuff like this. So I've been really, really, really enjoying it. And it's a really good time for personal reflection and for me to be in the Word. And so that's kind of an ongoing thing that I am really enjoying right now. If you are interested in this type of thing, I will leave a link to a Facebook group, which is called Illustrated Faith, which is created by the woman who's kind of pioneering this whole concept. And she has her own supplies. They have kits you can subscribe to, just so much. They also have a YouTube channel I can leave link down below too, where you can watch people on her design team do processes for what they're doing in their Bible and how they're doing it and why they're doing it. And it's fantastic. They also do Bible studies. It's a really great positive place to be. All right, question number 9 is what is something you've been thinking about often? And lately I have been thinking about going back to school because I have made the firm decision that I'm going to do it in the fall. I am going to go back to school to get my master's in library and information sciences, and I would like to be a librarian. So that's kind of a big decision I just made. And I hesitated for a while to do it. It's been on my mind for a while, but I really lately have been feeling that urge to do it. And then I ended up volunteering at my kids' book fair at their school last week, and I loved it. And I worked with the librarian, and it really solidified, this is what I want to do. I really, really enjoyed it. So I'm going to do that. I will emphasize on school libraries so I can maybe hopefully work in a school somewhere. And I hesitated because I'm 38, so I wasn't sure, like, you know, going back to school now and taking 2 years to get a master's degree was the right idea for someone of my age. I was wondering if I was too old, basically, but I don't feel like I am. And a lot of people, I put this into a video on my scrapbooking channel as well, where I talked about it. And a lot of people sent me messages and, you know, comments saying that, you know, they went back to school later in life too, and they didn't regret a single day of it. Now they're passionate about their work. And so that really encouraged me to kind of get over that and to just do it. So I'm doing it. I'm starting in the fall. I'll be doing it all online through a Florida school since we are residents of Florida. And I'm really, really anxious and excited about it. And question number 10 is kind of strange, but it's name something that is your favorite, but is very specific. And I think one of the examples they had was, you know, if you have a favorite type of food, but it's only if it's cooked a certain way or something like that. So a very specific favorite. And I don't know. Well, I guess I could talk about alcohol. Okay, so my favorite alcoholic drinks are beer and wine. Those are kind of the only things I can handle anymore. Like I said, I'm 38. So I don't like liquor unless it's margaritas. Like I can drink margaritas all day, every day and be completely happy. That's the only kind of liquor I can drink. I used to drink liquor all the time. Like that's all I drank in college. I don't know how I survived. But now I don't know. I don't like it. I don't enjoy it. But margaritas, I'm good. So I guess if it's completely mixed up. And like I said, beer and wine are definitely my favorites. And beer, I'm not like super, super picky, but I do have my favorites. And then like if someone hands me a Bud Light, I'm going to be like, ugh, because it's not going to taste as good to me. But my favorite is Shock Top Apple Honey Wheat. And I'm having a hard time finding it right now. And it's making me sad. I used to be able to get it at Walmart, like, you know, all the time. And now I can only find it in a variety pack, which is fine because I like the other ones too. But, you know, I kind of miss being able to just go and get a 6-pack of that. But I don't know. I'm hoping they don't discontinue it. And then for wine, I like wine. I like red wine a lot. And then I also like Moscato. That's kind of my favorite. If someone gives me another type of white wine, I'm like, oh, like a Pinot Grigio or anything. I don't like those. I don't like Chardonnay. But Moscato, like all day, every day. So I guess those are specific. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me. I hope you like that. I hope you enjoyed hearing a little bit more about me personally versus just what I'm reading and what I'm thinking about books and stuff. Leave me some comments down below. Let me know what some of your answers for some of these questions are. And if you have any other questions you want to ask me, go ahead and leave them down below and I can answer them there as well. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you again soon. Bye.